As soon as you see this window, you register with the system. You indicate your first name, last name, desirably like in your passport, and email. Email should be the same as the one your back office linked to. Please know this, because if you indicate a different email, there won't be synchronization with your back office. And it means you need to redo your registration. Therefore, from the very beginning, do everything properly. So password could be anyone, any password you like. It should not be linked with your back office. This is your imagination. Then you need to tick I certify that I am 18 years of age, and with all the other terms and agreements and policies. Before you agree, please, first of all, read them through for you to understand what you can or cannot do, to know all your rights and responsibilities. Then you press the button I'm not the bot, and then go to create account and create your account. Afterwards, the system will take you to this window, to this page. As you see in blue, there is the line, your account is not active, please activate, verify your profile. Look, the process of registration is complete. Now we are in the process of verification. As you see, we have our back office in the global unit pay system, but you cannot do anything. If you try to look at somewhere, the system will give you a tip that your account is not verified. Go to your profile and verify. Therefore, let's verify. For this purpose, you need to go to the button go to my profile, and there you will see the whole system or process. Or you may start with the check of your email. To your email box, you receive an email with an activation code for your back office. Like this, you enter this email and go to the link like we do in the back office. The procedure is the same. You follow the link, and there you are in your profile, and you see that email verification is highlighted with green, verified. The next step to take is to verify your phone. Step 2, you press verify your phone, and you see this window where immediately you tick I'm not a bot, and then you indicate your phone number. Please indicate your current phone number, because the next step requests code via short messages, SMS. You press this button and you should receive an SMS with code, and you are to indicate this 6-digit verification code you receive in your text. And then the window save will be active. You press it, save, at the bottom of this window, and then your phone verification is complete. The next step, very important one, is verification of your passport details. You press step 3, submit information, and you are taken to this window. Welcome to user verification. Before completing verification, please make sure that your camera is working and you have a valid ID document, either passport or ID document. The situation in different countries is different. Most importantly, you can use it for verification. Then please select the identification document, either ID card or passport. You tick the relevant document, and then in the right hand corner field you indicate the number of your document, either ID card or passport, and you confirm your identity, your details. Then you will see this window, and in your screen this young guy will show you how to verify your identity. First of all, look straight, then aside, right or left, and please note that for this purpose you have 10 seconds only. As soon as you press this button, start video recording, there will be the camera and you will be recorded. Firstly, look straight, then either right or left, and for this you have 10 seconds only. If you fail within this time, the system will move on. Therefore, make sure you fit 10 seconds. Then you will have a pop-up window with a permission to give a permission to the use your webcam. So please permit, because otherwise you will block your camera and cannot go through verification. As soon as the step is complete, the next step is this window where you will be asked to front your passport. You need to attach to the screen either your ID or passport, and please make sure that all the details of your picture, of your document, are read properly. So there is no time limit anymore. So most importantly, that it could be read easily. And if there are your fingers, they should be in front of the camera. It's very important. In case you fail and this step cannot be complete, look at the bottom, there is a plus, upload photo. Then you can attach a scan of your passport, meaning that in advance you can take a picture of your passport and attach your details if you fail to do it online. The next step to take is this green tick, meaning that you have completed this step. If you don't see this green tick, then you failed and you need to redo. If in this window you see that your data are blurb or cannot be read, please press retake photo at the bottom of the screen and refront your passport or ID document. It means that your data are not accepted or poorly read and verification will not be complete. Therefore, please do it again and take note of your birth date, the number of your passport, to make sure that they are read easily. Let's move on. Then you need to confirm your personal details. Here, select your sex, write your birth date. You may select it from the calendar, your name, and your nationality. Nationality can be actually scrolled down there is a pop-up window and you select the nationality. Then press next. And here, confirm your personal address. And I want to stress it again that the system is in English and therefore it should be done in English. If you don't speak English, now I refer to Russian speakers, then use Latin alphabet like in your document. If you use the Russian alphabet, the system will not accept your details. Therefore, please write down your address, your street, city, your town or city, and the flat, then city, then postcode and country of residence. You may select it as well. There you press this triangle and can select the country. Press next. The next question. If you are sure that everything is fine, so please make sure documents are in focus and clearly visible, then you need to press submit for a final approval. If you agree that everything is in focus and clear, if you see that there is something that is not in focus or not clear, then press re-upload and redo it once again. Otherwise, your verification will fail. Let's move on. Here, the system will ask you to wait for some time while it is uploading your files. Don't close it intentionally, and then you see your profile. Step number 3, verification is in process. Generally, it is done next day, but if you do it on Friday, then it will be complete on Monday. So you may not actually double check at weekends, only after Friday. It will be done on Monday. Let's go on. The next step to take is step number 4. You are to fill out your individual's application form. This is the start of this question, of this application form. It is quite lengthy, also in English, so you may copy paste it and use Google Translate to translate it if needed, for you to understand what you sign and clearly understand which field to fill out and how. The first field is the country of your residence. Then you confirm that you are a resident for tax purposes of the country you reside. Then you indicate your identification number, taxpayer's identification number, and the field in the right. If you are a US citizen residing in another country, so you need to tick it. So if you are not a US citizen residing in a different country, or you are not a US citizen at all, this field does not apply to you. So then you fill out information about the sources of your funding, including salaries, savings, securities, pension, heritage, and other fields, loans borrowed, scholarships. You may look it through. I indicated salary and salary and savings. So look through different sources of funding and tick them. Then in the right, there is another column, information about your occupation. So you are to indicate what you are, either employed, self-employed, unemployed, or other, to be indicated. If you have your work of place, tick employed, then you have a pop-up menu. There you will indicate your position and the place of work. If you are a self-employed entrepreneur, then you tick self-employed. You don't need to write down that you are average manager. It's not correct to do it. Then you should either indicate that you are self-employed or individual entrepreneur. So then that you tick this field, self-employed. Let's move on.
Next, we have information about, so let me check. Yes, same information. It's always all the boxes checked, you see, uh, about your sources of income. And on the right, you can see information on occupation. So if you click or you check employed, you will have to enter the full name of the company, position, then the city or the country of the workplace. If you have more than one employer, you specify the full details of the second employer as well. Now let's move on. Next, you will have to specify the purpose for opening your account. Why do you need it? Or why you need it? So here you can see it's household expenses, like loan payments, personal expenses. So you check whatever is appropriate for your particular case. Preferably, do not indicate business related expenses. So try to avoid the fourth box. It's better that you specify the first and the third, like household and personal expenses. And on the right, you can see information about your bank accounts. You can specify the name of the bank and the country. In which country and in what bank you have your bank account. If you have several bank accounts, then you can specify several banks and give their names and countries. And then in that long box over here, we again write the purpose for opening your account. So what you're going to do with that account. I just checked, you see, the first and the third box, and then I just copy pasted what I checked in that long row: household expenses, personal expenses, and added the name of my bank and the country where that bank is registered. Next, we have the countries from which funds will be received. I specified European Union and other countries, my country. When I'm going to top up my wallet, I'm going to top it up from my country. And since the company is registered in Switzerland, so it turns out that we're going to receive funds from our Switzerland. Therefore, I checked the box with European Union as well. Also, countries to which funds will be transferred. I checked again European Union, and other, I indicated my own country. Next, you have to specify the how much money you're going to use. Well, it's up to you. It's up to your plans. So on the right, you can see, will your first deposit to your account exceed 15,000 euros? Now you have to check whether it's only you who knows whether it's going to be more or less. I personally would say no and make a minimum payment first to check it, to make sure that everything works. And then I would start increasing the amounts. And I recommend you do the same. So this is to prove what I've just said. Next, we have the information on a politically exposed person. So by politically exposed, we mean whether they are politicians or involved in politics. So you need to read the entire text. And if none of your relatives, or if you are not a politically exposed person, you check no, and then you forget all about this particular field. Then we confirm that this form was filled by you and that you are the beneficial owner of the account. And then again, you need to check the box yes, that you do confirm, and you are. And then you see in the bottom, there is one more box to check. I confirm that the information provided in the present and completed questionnaire, blah, blah, blah. And then you click submit. So next, you can choose whether you use the two-step verification, two-factor verification, or you use your telephone number. I used the telephone number and requested the verification code by SMS. You see, it says there on the blue button, request code via SMS. And the verification code was sent to me by phone via SMS. It was a 6-digit code. I entered that code, clicked submit, and moved on. Then you go back to your profile. And here you can see that your form is being processed. And the last item of the verification is the confirmation of the address. You click submit files and you will be moved to this page over here. For you to confirm your address, or the way it's called here, proof of address, you can use the utility bill. You can use the bank or post office savings account statement, or use some other documents issued by the government department. But make sure that the documents was issued not older than 2 months from the current date. So if the document was issued 2 months ago, more than 2 months ago, like a year ago, then the whole verification system might not accept your proof of address. For CIS residents, you won't be able to use the registration stamp in your passport. You will have to look for a different proof of address. Yesterday, I made a bank statement. I requested a bank statement and I uploaded that file in here. Hopefully, it will get through, because you can see on that bank statement that it is my address. You can see my name and first and last name, and you can see the date on that bank statement and the address, obviously. Hopefully, everything is going to be fine. And also, please make sure that the whole statement is and everything is in English, for everything to go smoothly, trouble free. And as soon as you found the document that you're going to attach, you click on attach files, you check it, you select it, and you attach it. And then you click on submit details, and you go back to your profile, and you will see that your proof of address is being processed as well. You see it says processing. And next day, you can enter your back office again. You will open that page. You can use it using your email and your password, and then you will start researching what you have in that back office. Because to go through your back office, to browse through your back office, verification will be sufficient. The primary verification that you went through will be sufficient, and you can research the entire back office. Hopefully everything is clear, and I would like to thank you for your attention. And I wish you a successful registration and verification. And now I would like everyone to ask the moderators to stop the recording in all of the rooms